Inshallah, you all are doing well. So I'm on here live. Um, and like I promised, I'm gonna be on live for a little bit. This From now on, I'll be coming on live. I put on a poll to see if anybody will be interested in what days I should be coming on live. So if you are interested in the live videos that I'll be sharing, because I'll be sharing a whole bunch of helpful recipes. So if you have the chance, please go on my post tab and put on your poll and choose the days. Okay, I want to be able to know what days I should be coming on. I put the poll on. So today I am on here, inshallah, to share with you a very basic recipe. I went to the supermarket about some few days ago, and whilst walking around the aisle, I saw pickled onions packed in a very cute little bag. It's like a Ziploc bag, but it's printed and there's label on it. And when I saw it, I was like, whoa, I make pickled onions every week because it's one of the favorite condiment that we use in this home. And it's so beautiful. You see, this that I have is even finished, it's done, right? We add it to a whole bunch of things. We add it to salads, we add it to shawarmas, we add it to everything, everything, right? And it's beautiful. My girls love it, the Zoj love it, I love it, everybody love it. So it's something that I always make. And when I saw the little pack, it's like very small bag. The bag is not this big. This is bigger than the bag. And it was for $4.99, I think. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, this is less than one red onion and it's almost $5, right? So I was surprised. I'm like, no, I have to make a video to share with you something that is so beloved in our home. It's very, very beautiful. It is very high in probiotics. If you know what probiotics is, probiotics are the gut loving bacteria. Okay, so our body is made up of more bacteria than human cells. Okay, it's made up of more bacteria cells than human cells. We have a whole bunch of bacteria in our body, and our digestive system, right, is made up of a whole bunch of bacteria. Those bacteria, some of them are helpful. They are the gut loving, healthy bacteria in our digestive system that help with digestion, that help with assimilation of our food, that help with absorption of nutrients, and a whole bunch of stuff. Without these bacteria, we cannot digest a lot of stuff and we cannot move a lot of things out. Our digestive system will be way out of balance and we cannot produce a lot of the enzymes, the enzymatic processes that happen in our system. We cannot produce a lot of it. We can even if we produce it, there wouldn't be those bacteria that are going to be helpful for the usage of the foods, like fiber, for instance. We need the fiber. A lot of the high fiber foods that we eat are turned into prebiotics. So prebiotic are the foods that the bacteria eat that makes the bacteria to be more energetic, more alive, and more vibrant so they can support our digestive health. as somebody who is trying to be pregnant, especially in your fertility and your TTC journey, it is very, very important that you check your digestive health. That is one of the things. After your dental health, your digestive health is the next step. So if you are paying attention to everything else, the first thing you should start paying attention is your dental health when you're trying to be pregnant, and then your digestive health. It says our digestive system, our digestive health and our digestive system is our second brain, okay? So if our brain, that's all that it does, the second brain is our digestive system. If our digestive system is not in a healthy state, then it's gonna like really not be fun, especially health-wise, right? So we want to keep our digestive system very healthy, very accommodating, and then also we want to make a whole lot of that healthy bacteria that supports digestion. Digestion, like I said, helps. Healthy digestion helps with absorption, assimilation, and then also absorption of nutrition, and it keeps us very moving, right? If you are somebody who doesn't go to the bathroom very frequently, then you have to check. There is a problem there, right? For 2 or 3 days, if you are not able to go, oh my God, there's a problem. If you're not taking a medication, if nothing is causing you to be constipated and just for nothing, you are not really moving bowel, yeah, there's a problem. You need to check that, okay? In pregnancy also, it's very, very important that you have healthy digestion, because a healthy digestion for a mama determines the healthy digestion of your baby. So if a baby, if mama's digestive system is not very healthy, there's likelihood that baby is also going to have an unhealthy digestive system, right? Okay, so as mamas who are pregnant, you want to make sure that you are in a very good state digestive wise, okay, and you are encouraging a whole lot of your healthy bacteria by feeding yourself with probiotics and prebiotics. Like I said, prebiotics are the fiber, the good fibrous stuff that goes into our body to help feed the healthy bacteria, all right? And then the probiotics are the actual thing that make the bacteria, right? So they are they make the bacteria grow more, right? They make the bacteria grow more, like in yogurt, right? There is a lot of probiotics. Yogurt is a probiotic food. Greek yogurt is a probiotic food because it has those bacteria in it, right? That encourages the growth of all the bacteria that supports healthy digestion. All right. So, and in postpartum as well, if you are breastfeeding, you want to also have a healthy digestive system, because like I said, in pregnancy, it determines the health of your baby, and then also the health of the digestive system of your baby. It's the same thing when you are breastfeeding. When you're breastfeeding, the health of your digestive system determines the health of the digestive system of your baby. And then when you have healthy digestive system, it helps with all the absorption. So what do you think will happen? Baby is going to get the nutrition. All the nutrition that you are getting from food, baby is going to get it in a very wholesome way, right? There wouldn't be anything that is hindering it. It's going to get it right away. Thank you for joining. If you can hear me, please let me know. I'm using a mic that I am testing, and I feel like it's working. Yeah, so thank you for joining. If you have a question, put it in the comment section, and then I will answer that. I feel like the light is too much on me, and I'm not able to see properly, but it's okay since nobody is complaining. All right, so I am going to share with you the recipe. I am going to use 2 red onions, okay, red onions. These red onions are um, they are very sharp, they are very potent. So when I cut it, it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna make me cry. Yes, so that is one of the reasons why pickled onions are loved by my daughters. When I cut onions, they don't like it. It's like they're crying in the home. And then even if I open the windows, I turn on the fan, they still don't find it easy. And then when I put it in the food, they don't like it. I know toddlers, a lot of toddlers don't like onions, right? Because it's just the pungent smell, and then also the taste. It's like really off-putting for them. But when you make it into a pickle like this, it's not really fermented. You're gonna cut it and put it in the fridge. You won't put it outside for it to ferment, right? So that is very, very likable and desirable to kids and everybody else. And like I said, going back to wanting to have a healthy digestive system, you are also feeding it to your toddlers, you are feeding it to your kids, and they are also having healthy digestive system as well. It's not only for you, but for them too when you are out of your uterus, right? Now you are parenting them and nurturing them to become the best version of you, the better, biggest, better version of you, right? So you're gonna feed them everything else that you're eating that is going to support your health. It's also going to support their health as well. Yeah, so coming back to onions, onions have tons of vitamin C, especially this. This have vitamin C, and then also because of the color is beautiful, and it's also supportive with a whole lot. It has a lot of antioxidants, right? Antioxidants are big thing when you're trying to be pregnant. Okay, trying to be pregnant and fertility, antioxidants are one of the key key nutrients that you want to incorporate. A whole lot of color, a whole lot of color, a whole lot of color is very, very supportive. So this is one thing that I always say to anybody who I'm educating, my clients from work, my private clients and everything else, and I try to incorporate it in my home as well. So color is your biggest thing if you are trying to be pregnant, to bring it in, whatever it is, red onions, yellow pepper, green pepper, blue pepper, whatever, purple cabbage, all of those things are color. So bring them in and eat them as much as possible. They have a whole lot of antioxidants that are supportive for your cells, your mitochondria, because yeah, your mitochondria is your energy source, right? That's where your cells get all their energy. And then also it doesn't age the cells, right? Antioxidants help to not make the cells age as quick as possible. All right, so that is just by the way. And then also some sources also say onions, especially the purple onions or the red onions, have folate in them, right? So you want to be eating a lot of folate-rich foods when you are pregnant in the first trimester, because it helps with prevention of neural tube defect, even though there isn't enough substantial evidence showing that folate itself prevents neurotube defect, neurotube defect. Folic acid, that is the synthetic one, that has substantial evidence. That is what has been studied and researched to show that it helps to prevent neurotube defect. Neurotube defect is when when you're pregnant, right? When you conceive, the first 4 weeks of your pregnancy, like before you even know that you're pregnant, the first 4 weeks to 5 weeks, your baby is like a leech. But the first thing that starts to form is the coccyx and the spinal cord, right? So the spinal cord needs to close. It takes about that 4 weeks. That 4 weeks is your menstrual cycle, right? That is the time you are either menstruating or you've just realized that you missed your period. I have made a video explaining how you can know whether you're pregnant or not, and I'm going to link it in the description box below. I've also made a video about knowing your fertile window if you're trying to be pregnant. That can be very, very beneficial to you. You can join that. You can access that video and watch it. How you can know whether you are fertile and then get busy with with everything else. And then also the signs that can tell you if you're pregnant. I mean, if you are fertile. Okay, if you're in your fertile window or if you're trying to avoid pregnancy, here we are not promoting that. But if that is your desire, you go backwards with whatever I educate in that video to know whether you are fertile, and then not be intimate, right? If you are not fertile, then you won't be. If you are fertile and you are trying to avoid, then you won't be intimate. If you are fertile and you're trying to get pregnant, then that's the time to get busy, right? So I'm going to link it in the description box below. Or you can also go on my video tab and get access to that video. All right. So yes, so that neural tube needs to close, and it closes around the 4 weeks to 5 weeks of pregnancy. At that time, it's not everybody who knows that they are pregnant. If you are very, very in tune with your body, you will know that, oh, something is going on, but you won't be very certain that you're pregnant. Because even if you do the pregnancy tests, home pregnancy test, it's not going to really show. Around the 4 weeks, the 5 weeks, it's not going to really show you the 2 pink lines, right? It's going to be fade, very faint. Up until maybe 5 weeks that you're going to see, or 5 weeks to almost 6 weeks, that you're going to see that the lines are very, very pinkish and very vibrant, right? So that is the time you want to start taking in folic acid or folate-rich foods before you even get pregnant. So you don't miss that 4 weeks and you don't miss that time when the neural tube is being closed, right? Even though now, because of that, the spinal bifida, because if the neural tube does not get to close, there is something, the congenital problems and everything else that happen. But again, there's something called the cleft lips. Some kids have that. You see that their lips are separated, or the top or the bottom is separated because of lack of folic acid or lack of folate. Enough folate in the mama and they don't get it, right? Or the spinal cord itself is not closed properly and the baby comes out with like a deformity. Or there is like a big hunched something on the back, or the baby's legs becomes like it's not really formed properly. Because of all of that, the deficiency of folate or folate and the other things like choline. Nowadays there are research that shows that choline also have effect on those things, right? Choline is mainly found in eggs, egg yolks, right? So introducing that in your diet also can be supportive, right? So folic acid now. We have it in bread, we have it in cereal, we have it in flour and all of those things. But still, you'll be surprised that there are some women who still experience that. They have babies, and their babies have experienced that spinal bifida or any of these kind of issues, right? So even though you might say, oh, I'm eating right, I have everything going on with me, still be cautious. Just make sure that you're taking your prenatal vitamins, because prenatal vitamins should or must contain folic acid around 400 milligrams or 400 to 600 milligrams, right? So if your prenatal vitamin doesn't have that, if you are pregnant and it doesn't have around 600, you want to ask a provider to prescribe something better, or you want to check where you got it from and then change that, get something that is higher, okay? Some research now say don't go in for the folic acid, because folic acid, some people cannot metabolize folic acid because they have MTHFR is another kind of normal. Their body cannot metabolize folic acid. They instead should be taking folate, right? Because I'm now becoming a little I'm getting a little technical that I don't want to, okay? But yeah, so if you are taking folate in your prenatal vitamins, so you're eating all the bread and everything, that is good, but you still have to make sure that your food has more. The food first approach is very, very important. And then also you are taking prenatal vitamins that contain folic acid or folate in it. 400 milligrams to 600 is ideal. Okay? All right. So this pickled onions and also whatever I'm going to do right now contains folate, and it's very, very helpful in the first few weeks of pregnancy up until the end of pregnancy. It's delicious. It is very, very yummy, easy to make. Even though it's a recipe, this space is an educational space, and then also I teach about prenatal, because I am relating this to prenatal education. So that's why I took a whole bunch of time to give you all of these breakdown and then education points, right? So let's go ahead and start with the recipe. I hope you don't have any questions. I've seen some people hopped on already. So if you have a question, you can let me know. If you don't have a question, that's cool. That's beautiful. You can always let me know in the comment section after I'm done with this video. Okay, so let me go ahead and start the recipe. So what I have here is, like I said, I have my onions. I'm going to go ahead and slice the onions. I have my onions. I have my chopping board right here. I think I have to either change the position of the light, because I can't see myself, and that I don't like. So give me a moment to see if I can change that. Okay, maybe I see a little better now. And if you can see me, give me a thumbs up, or like a like or something, so I know that it's now good. I can see myself a little better. Okay, before I can see, the light is so glary and I couldn't see it. So I'm gonna slice the onions. Okay, I'll take off the skin. What I like to do is to keep the onions whole and not cut it into like irregular shapes. I like to keep it like in this circular way and then take off the skin. Okay, so if I take off the skin, I'll just cut it into circles, the same beautiful circles that Allah has made this onions to come in, right? So this is the onions. I cut it like this, and it's already night. I should have put on some gloves so I don't have the smell of onions on my hands before I go to sleep. Okay. Okay, good. I'm going to take off all the skin. This onion. Okay. You see, that's why I said this onion is very, very strong. If the girls were here, they would be like, Mommy, Mommy, this is too hot. Okay, good. All right. So I have the onions, and I'm going to quickly show you the ingredients that I'm going to use. Okay. All right. So I have the onions here. I have apple cider vinegar. You can use white vinegar if you want. Apple cider vinegar adds a whole bunch of probiotics as well to this thing. The pickled onions. This one has the mother in it as well, so it even adds a whole bunch of antioxidants, and it adds a whole bunch of the gut healing beauty in it. I'm going to also use some peppercorns. Okay, I have peppercorns right here just for added flavor. All right, so it's not too bland or too plain, but you can skip that. That's optional. And I have some sugar over here. You can use salt. Some people use salt and sugar. I never use salt. I always use sugar or honey. All right. So yes, and then also some bubbling water. You need a whole bunch of bubbling hot water. This has been sitting down for a little bit, so it's now warm. I'm gonna get it to be hot. All right, so the easiest way you can do it is to do it this way. If you want to, you can put the water on the stove and add the vinegar, add the sugar, add the peppercorn, and then let it simmer. Whilst it's boiling, you add it to a container like this one, or smaller one if you're doing a smaller amount of it, and cover it up and put it in the fridge. All right. So yeah, so that's just by the way. So I'm gonna cut and slice the onions. Okay, so this is how I'm cutting. This is what I'm doing. You see? All right. Okay. Okay. If you have a mandolin, you can use it. Mandolin is something that you use to like grate this thing, or potatoes. I don't have that. I think I do have like the handheld one. It's broken. I didn't even get to use it. I bought it and it was just a waste of money. So I never bothered to buy any other. Okay. So this is what I do. With patience, I can cut all of the onions, even if I'm making 3 or 4. I take my time to do that. Okay, good. and I'm hot. Even though I'm wearing a glass, I'm wearing my glasses, but I still feel like the onions is very strong. Okay, good. Okay, good. So this is what I did. These are all the onions that I sliced. You see? Okay. And then I'm going to get my water, the hot water here. I have the warm one here. It's already warm. It's filtered water. I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to get some more filtered water here, and I'm going to use this for something else. Give me some few minutes. All right, so I have my water. You see the steam? Okay, so I have the water right here, and I am going to add my apple cider vinegar. Okay, there's no need for measurement. You can add any how much you want. Vinegar is such a beautiful condiment to as well. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke about vinegar, right? He likes to eat bread with vinegar. He likes vinegar in general. And I think there's a mention. I don't want to say anything that is wrong, but I think there's a mention about vinegar that the Prophet ﷺ said a house without vinegar is a poor. I mean, there's poverty in the house or something. I will cross check and see if what I'm saying is correct. Yeah, I think so. All right, so vinegar is beloved. It's one of the prophetic foods. So I added the vinegar here, and I'm going to add the peppercorn right here. I'll add it, and then I'll add the sugar. All right. You can add more sugar or less sugar, anyhow you want. The sugar helps with the fermentation. Even though we are not going to leave it over room temperature over the counter to ferment, we're going to put it in the fridge. Still, there would be some fermentation going on. That is beautiful. It's not to make this alcoholic. It's to just bring that acidity to this, because the vinegar has acid in it, and adding the sugar makes it even more beautiful, because the gut loving bacteria loves sugar, right? Okay, so I added the sugar in, and then also it helps with the onions to be a little sweet and flavorful. I'm going to add a little bit because I'm making a big batch. And then I'll add a little bit of vinegar as well. I feel like it needs to change color. All right. And then now, what I'm going to do, I mix it up, mix it. I see the steam. It's so cool. All right. And now what I'm going to do is just dunk this in the water. Imagine if I was to boil the water, you see that the color is going to change right away. All right. You can also choose to separate this like right away if you want to whilst doing it, or wait until it's ready, and then when you're ready to eat, you separate them. All right, so I'm going to dunk this all in because I'm doing a live, so I'm taking my time. All right, so this is not anything that takes 5 minutes to make. It's very easy, it's very quick. All right. All right. And then I add it in. Okay. Good, 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 good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, good. I'm gonna cut this one because it's the end part that is not really straight. I'm going to add it to this. And I will push it in, and I'll add a little bit of water if I want to. If not, it's fine. This is gonna settle in and it's gonna be beautiful. All right. Okay, so this is it. You see? Awesome, awesome. The mason jar is hot, but I'm carrying it just to show you. Okay, so if you want, you can add the water in. I don't want to add this. It's too warm. I'm gonna get some more from here. And then I added some over here. All right, so this is it. You see how beautiful it looks? All right, and then I'll just close it. I'll just close it and put it in the fridge. That's all about it, okay? So by tomorrow, you're gonna see that tomorrow or whenever it is that you want to eat it, this can stay in the fridge for as long as you want. I sometimes keep it for like, it doesn't even go more than 2 months without us finishing it. It's like I make a whole bunch, right? And then within a week, if we are home, nobody has gone out, we finish this, okay? For breakfast, for lunch, for shawarmas, for just eating it as snack. Sometimes the girls just eat it, and I do too, right? So it is beautiful. This is the color that is gonna change too from this to this color. You don't see anything here because it's done. I didn't pre-make anything for you, for me to show you. This has already been done already. And it tastes beautiful. Okay, so this is kind of the color that you're gonna see, or even pink here than this. All right, when it's not sat down for a long time. And basically, that's it. That's all about it. If you want, you can add some honey instead of the sugar. But like I said, sugar is also good. This is, you're not eating the sugar. You're just adding the sugar to the water to help with the process, okay? So you are not really eating the sugar. It doesn't add to anything, all right? Okay, so basically that's it. I love it. I love it. I hope that you try it and you're gonna make it and add it to your recipes. Maybe you've seen it in the store, you want to buy it. This is gonna just take like 5 minutes and you are done with it. By the next few hours or so, you have something that you would have probably bought for $5 or more, right? If you buy a pack of onions for $5, it's a whole bunch of it that you're gonna just take two and make this. This is twice the $5 pack that I've seen, right? So imagine if we were going to sell this. I'm gonna sell this for like maybe $10 then, right? Okay, so that's just about it. Um, I don't think there is any comments that came on. All right, so if you don't have any comment, I think I will end it here. It's been almost 40 minutes since I've been on. So yeah, here you go. Okay, here you go for the easy recipe for the pickled onions. I'm going to put it in the fridge and we're going to enjoy it. All right. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you soon on another live to share with you a beautiful, easy recipe that is supportive for pregnancy, postpartum, and then also your fertility journey, inshallah, and your overall journey as well, for your whole family and for everything else. All right. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.